So let me just add our star guest. And please help me welcome him. I'm about to right now. Yay! Hello.
Hello, what's up?
How are you? I'm so excited.
How are you guys? Sorry, I'm in the car, so I had a
It's
very long business day today. Um, I'm gonna talk with my cab because it's a bit dark. So can you see me? Is it quite clear?
yeah, we can.
Yeah. So I had a very long business day today. I'm not home yet, however, but
Mm.
obviously, as usual, I can't stop. We're always working even on the weekend, so I had to make sure
The
that it
grind
happens
continues, man. The hustle continues. And
the
thank you
whole
so much
time.
for your time, man. And we'll try not to waste it. So we'll just jump straight into it.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah. Yeah. So when I was doing my research on you, I found this one picture. You were in drums of water with a friend of yours or a family member, and you guys were swimming. I want you to take us back to that moment. Number one, I want to find out why were you even in there to begin with.
Okay,
Number two,
I think I
I
know
want to
which.
find out in that moment when
Yeah.
you were in.
So I think I know which picture you're talking about. So the picture was in 2017, no, 2016,
Yeah.
and yeah, it was quite rough back then. So I took the picture, but it was kind of joke. I took the picture because I'm from
Yeah.
Limpopo. I'm from Limpopo, and near Venda, I'm
Yeah.
from Machoks. So
Yeah.
that
Yeah.
place is very
I
hot.
mean, very
That place
hard.
is, so it's very hot. So I decided, me and my friend, actually, it's actually my best friend. I grew up with him. We decided this place was so hot.
Yeah.
We just filled the two drums with water, and then we went inside, and then just to cool our body down, because it was a lot.
You're like, I can't do this. No, I understand because I live like 30 minutes away from my talks and it gets hot here. But I just want to find out, when you were in there, was it a time when you were like, one day I am going to swim in my own infinity pool? This is never going to happen again, basically. If I want to cool down, I'll have better ways to do it. I'll have an AC, I'll have a pool.
Yeah, that I think at that time, because
Yeah.
I'm from a family where it's like poverty is like a normal thing, like being born poor is like a normal thing. So I didn't really think as much as like, yeah, one day I'll have my own pool. But now that I look at it, I'm like, damn God, like
Thank
I
goodness
really
I have
wanted
it.
to have my own pool.
Yeah.
So yeah,
Yeah,
that
yeah.
was the initial thing.
So okay, that's great to know. I was just like, I need clarity there before we even begin. I just want to find out what was going on in the moment.
Yeah.
So when I first knew about you, it was in 2018, and I just heard, if we're going to put it politely, like we're not bragging, I heard that there's this there's this greatest of all time.
Okay.
His name is Ashrus, and he's a forex trader. So
Oh
I
wait,
want
wait,
to
hold on, just hold on.
mm,
Say my name again.
Ashrus.
Wow, that's amazing. I always have to correct people how they say my name, but you've actually said my name correct for
No,
the like for the
I
I've
did
never.
my research. I did my research, sir. I'm not here to waste your time, you know?
I like.
Yeah.
Okay, okay. You can continue though.
I heard there's this greatest of all time, and his name is Ashrus. And I just want to find out, who did you see trading forex, or what picture did you see? And what was your first thought when you saw all those numbers, all those colors, all those charts, all those bars? What were your first thoughts when you first saw forex, basically?
Um. Okay. I don't think initially, right?
Mm,
As a motivation, I don't think forex describes me because I can never say that. Um.
mm,
Uh. What as a child I had a dream that forex trading is
yeah,
my career, or like I have dreamt of being a forex trader. I never had such a dream before.
yeah,
So I would never mislead somebody and be
yeah,
like, no, when I grew up I want to be a forex trader. But because of
yeah.
growing up in poverty, I found myself compromising. Like I was like, yo, I'm I'm gonna have to do something to survive. And then yeah, I came across
Mm,
forex trading, and then I came across your normal the big guys in the industry, people like David Doughton. He's from overseas, forex
okay.
gentleman.
Yeah,
You know,
yeah.
and I was just
Mm.
like, yeah, I think from there I'm like, people make so much money. Is this thing
You're
true?
like, I'm going in.
Definitely, I'm like, people make money like from sitting. on I don't know, over a table and data and whatever, and I couldn't believe it. But
Yeah.
yeah, it's true.
You're like, if I die, I die.
Yeah, that was the first mindset, because I mean, I never had much to lose. I was like, whatever,
Yeah.
what am I gonna lose anyway?
Yeah. Because
So
when
yeah,
I texted you, I had that mentality of, "Hi guys, me, I'm DMing this guy. If I die, I die. What do I have to lose?"
yeah, because I
Definitely.
actually, yeah, that was quite catchy. Because to be honest, let me tell you, my thought was, because I know how people are, so I don't normally respond to DMs. But when I
Yeah,
saw
yeah.
yours, I was like, oh, okay, interview, wow. We'll make time. And then when you told me like, now we can do it soon, I'm like, oh, amazing. I'd love to share a bit of
Yeah,
bit
yeah.
of the cake. It's not a problem.
Oh man, thank you for your time. Thank you so so much. So what I want to find out is, when you made your first trade,
Hmm.
what was going through your mind? Were you like, this is the time where I make my first million on the spot? Because there's so many misconceptions
Yeah.
about how quickly you can make the money. And I just want to find out, what were your first thoughts, before you actually learned? Or did you first, before just jumping in, you did your research and you knew that, okay, it takes some time before you get there?
Um. Yeah, let me be honest. I never knew anything. I just wanted money, and
Yeah.
um. So my first step into this industry,
Mm.
I lost money because I didn't know what I was doing. I just like, apparently you just buy and then you sell and then boom,
There's mine.
Yeah. So and just keep in mind that I'm losing, like, what's this Sasa money, the 350, the
Yeah.
350
Yeah.
nyana or whatever.
I
I think
can't
at the time it
afford
was
to
like,
lose this.
exactly. I think at the time it was like 290 or 300. So
Okay.
that's what I was losing. And
Mm.
then I realized, this thing. I started reading more about it. I'm like, no, but this thing, it sounds like there's some, like, people live from this thing.
Yeah. Yeah.
And then and then I just started doing more research, and I was like, okay. And then I finally now got so after like failing so many times without knowing what I'm doing. I finally
Yeah.
got consistent, and then
Yeah.
and that's where the trading comes. And then now you hit the first bar, you hit me the first hand, six digits,
Yes, sir.
and then
Yeah.
everything is like overwhelming. Like, that's how I always, if you look at my latest story today, I said to you,
Yeah. Yeah.
don't think that having 2 million rand, not so, I
Mm.
said to people, I said,
Five.
don't think that, yeah, I
Yeah.
said, don't think that having 2 million rand is a lot, because just because you're born in poverty, you can
Mm.
misunderstand what you are going through right now. It's just, sometimes I
Yeah.
always, at that time when I made like my first million, I felt like I was the richest man alive. You understand?
Yeah. And
But
it finishes like this, hey, in this world.
you know, but that
Mm.
was only because all I ever knew about money, like, the highest I'd ever seen in my life was like 3,000 in my whole
Yeah.
entire
Yeah.
life.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like, otherwise
You're
my
like,
granny would
now
tell
I've
me
made
like,
it.
I'd never, because I mean, I went to schools go Makgayeng. So I schooled go Mapaledi go Botokwa, and then I went to
Okay.
Mahudu High School, but I also went to Rossefort High. That's where I learned my English. And I went
Yeah.
to FDR Primary. So I was always, and I went to Soweto. So I was always up and down. So I was never exposed to like money. I just knew that money's
Yeah.
around, but like, really, like,
You didn't know
I
what
never
it
knew.
was.
Yeah. So when it hit me, I was like, damn, give me you know. So yeah.
Yeah, like, people make money.
But it was amazing. It was an amazing feeling. At that moment, I knew that even if I lose it, I'm always gonna come back. Like, even if no matter what happens, I'll make it out.
All right, that's great to know. Moving on to our next question, I want to find out, like you said, that people are snacks. When you read my DM, you didn't know what to expect. You don't usually respond. I want to find out, what kind of people do you keep in your circle? Because you can make that 5 million, and with the wrong people, you can also blow it in a night. With the wrong people who don't have a vision around you. So I want to find out, is there a checklist to join his circle? What are the kind of
Um.
people you
Okay.
keep
Are you
around?
ready? Are you ready? Are you ready for this response? Because it's gonna be quite long. Hey, I've had quite a roller coaster when it comes to it.
No, man, I'm here for this. I'm here for this.
Okay. So with me, I'm a very. I believe I'm a very loving person. I'm a very welcoming person.
Yeah,
I
yeah,
don't judge. However,
yeah,
I do have my problems of, like, if you cross me, if you break the loyalty line, there's a
yeah,
chance that we might never ever be together ever again.
yeah, yeah,
But other than that, I'm very loyal. Like, I could support you while you're doing something wrong, but if it benefits you, I understand. But later,
Yeah.
as time goes, I'll be like, yo, listen, I think it's time you stop. So
Yeah.
with the people in my, I've got a very small but big circle. So my circle is quite small
Okay.
in terms of
Mm.
the number. So everybody that I'm with now, right, is
Mm.
everybody that aligns with me, like from my mind,
Yeah.
like the
Yeah.
people that I live with. They don't have to be blood, but they know how I think, how I move.
Yeah.
They know when Ash is upset. Like they know, okay, that's like last night. Let me actually speak about something. Just last
Yeah.
night, I had a meeting. I had a meeting with the whole family last night, and I said everybody down. I'm like, yo, guys, listen, this is what's going on, and we're going against this challenge. And remember that our target was to hit this bar at this range. So
Yeah.
if somebody's gonna lag, it's gonna cost us, So I'm that one person that's very straightforward. If you are part of my family and you don't expect me to come at you every morning and be like, are you like, have you done something better today? What
Yeah.
haven't you done
Yeah.
yesterday? Like, so
Yeah.
I'm one
Yeah.
person that believes that everybody should be like, everybody deserves a piece of the cake. That's me.
Yeah. Yeah.
And
Hear you.
fortunately,
Mm.
because of forex trading allows us to actually be successful in the same circles. So
Yeah.
I have a circle of around, I would say, in my house I live with, just listen, pay
Yeah.
attention. It's myself.
Yeah.
I live with myself, my
Mm.
little brother,
Mm.
uh my uncle, my
Yeah.
mom, the firstborn Kohai, the firstborn at home lives with me, my
Yeah.
uncle.
Yeah.
I live with my cousin. His
Mm.
name is Gustavo. I live with my best friend Pablo. Not
Yeah.
best friend, more my brother. I live with my brother Pablo.
Yeah.
I grew up with
I
him.
feel you.
In fact,
I
he's,
get.
he's the guy that taught me English. This English thing was never for us,
It wasn't for you.
Yeah. So he taught me English.
Yeah.
Man, I appreciate my homie for he taught me English. So I live with
Mm.
Pablo. So that's
Yeah.
already five. And then at the moment, and then we have my best friend also is Shakes. I used to play soccer, so I played with him. I'm sure we'll get
Okay.
to that as time goes. And
Yeah.
then who else? Yeah, that's pretty much it. I don't know if I missed anyone. Uh, yeah, that's pretty much. Oh no, shit! How could I forget? And
Mm.
then my diehard brother Austin Pratabile Mutapo.
Mm.
He's a
Mm.
homie that I met like about a year ago.
Yeah.
I felt like I had been living with him for the longest time. So Austin, everybody
Yeah.
knows him. I think the actor on Skim Sam Noah.
Oh yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Um,
Yeah.
yeah. So he,
Oh, you don't say.
yeah. So we live
Yeah.
together. We live together. He's one person that has made me like we've taught each other a lot of things. In my house or in our house, there's no
Yeah. Yeah.
celebrity. In our house, there's no
Yeah.
millionaire. In
Oh
our house,
yes.
there's
Yeah.
no. You
Yeah.
understand? There's
I
no
love that.
Wuti where now you. When I'm wrong, he tells me, "Hey chief, what you're doing is wrong.
Yeah.
You're out of
Yeah.
order now."
Come back. Yeah.
Yeah. So there's no or no. I'm the one with the money, and then you are the one
Mm.
with the
Mm.
TV view. Like when he's wrong, I tell him. When I'm wrong, just a few days ago, he sat me down and told me a few things, and I was like, "Shit, okay." You
You're
know.
right. I feel
So
you. I catch
so
you.
yeah, that's my household, and you can imagine how it works out. Like you'd be like, "Oh,
Yeah.
this guy lives with like 6 people or 7 people. How is it like a gang?" And it's not. It's a family. And because
Yeah.
of that, we don't even have a maid because we are black children born in
Yeah.
poverty. We know as far as cleaning, like me, no matter
You
how much
wake up.
I'll always
Dude,
make my bed. No matter how much money I have, I'll always
you
make
will
my
make
bed.
it for yourself. You will clean your kitchen. You will wash your dishes. Yeah. Eat and
So
take
that's
the
the
things
goal.
to the sink.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Up until probably like up until all of us make it, up until
Yeah.
all of us are millionaires, and then we can say, I know, now we can afford somebody to do so. But as for now, we are
Yeah.
still in the process of grinding, and we're not even
Mm.
under any pressure. It's just like we're doing things
Yeah.
according to time, and time will only
Yeah.
tell.
I
So
hear
yeah,
you. I hear, and I love that. And I can just say that there are some people who they are talk and they're not action. When this guy says he's humble, guys, he means it. Like he's the easiest person to work with, and I didn't expect that from someone of his
appreciate
caliber.
it.
And I'm just
I,
so grateful for that.
I
And
appreciate
now
it.
I have a random question. A random question. It describes me. I'm a random person. On a
Hmm.
random Saturday afternoon, you're doing absolutely nothing. It's just a chill day. What would you go out and get to eat?
Okay, let's see.
And you better say Papa Nofodo because that is my meat. Like,
Okay,
what do you
random.
mean?
But it depends on where I am. So
Yeah, yeah.
if I'm in Limpopo,
Mm,
bona, what's talking? Kinyaga
yeah.
magago. That's paid. You better kinyaga magago.
Yes,
Yeah,
sir.
kinyaga magago. So you better have to
Yeah,
give me well cooked chicken feet
yeah.
with malana. you know,
Clean.
clean intestines. And then if
Yeah.
not, it has to be muhodu, very good muhodu. It must be hot, it must be saucy. So
Clean.
that's me. Yeah,
Cooked. Yes,
yeah.
sir. All right.
Then if probably, but yeah, if I'm in Joburg, I don't know.
Yeah.
Whatever that I bump into, I just eat it. It's a hustle city.
It's fine. That's not home. Whatever's there is fine.
Whatever I bump into, I eat. So yeah.
The reason why I was asking that is because I wanted that question to lead into our next question of, when you go out for food and stuff, you go out with your friends and whatever, and you get whatever you're drinking or whatever. But I've never seen you being sloppy,
Yeah.
You're not messy. You keep things professional, and we can still go online and respect you. You know what I mean? I
I
want to
get
know,
you. I get you.
how do you separate those things, man?
Um, I don't know, man. I think because of my current privilege, my current circumstances, or my
Yeah.
current privilege doesn't mean that I must change. Now
Yeah.
it's clear. Like I was born in poverty, so would you see food and pasta and then like
Mm.
look spaghetti, like even fork and knife. I just find these things now. So
Yeah.
I had seafood. I think I had seafood for the first time like a year ago. Oh, I'm not too
Yeah.
sure. I don't remember, but like,
Mm.
yeah, I don't remember when exactly it was, but or 2 years back or something with my
You're just
girlfriend or
like, let
something.
me taste these water things, let me just taste them.
Yeah, so that was.
Mm.
I've always been, not that I don't like seafood. I don't like eating with oysters. I just they in my talks there we don't know these things.
There's no ocean here. you
So
know?
now, so yeah, I've that's why. So I've never tried something I'm not used to, but I
Mm-hmm.
always just every now and then I'll be like, okay, let me just one crab in here, just bite. We'll
Let me
see.
try.
But yeah, I've never really just I've accepted who I am. I've accepted that I'm born in poverty, and there's some things that are not for me. Some kids
Mm.
grow up with seafood. For me, look, there's no way you're gonna find me cooking crabs in my house. But
I
maybe
hear
the day
you.
I get married, and then the wife will just say,
Yeah.
I'm gonna fry some, I
Today.
don't know, calamari. you know?
Yeah.
So
Mm.
yeah.
Okay, that's great. You mentioned playing soccer. You mentioned forex not being the only thing you revolve around. You do so many things for one person, and
Mm-hmm.
personally, for me, I would get so overwhelmed. And I just want to find out how you do it. How do you make it look so easy? To do so many things at once. I mean, you're in the car, you're on a live right now. You need to move from there. You need to go somewhere else. How do you do all these things at once?
Okay, let me be honest, man. I've had a passion, and then
Yeah.
I have a drive. So
Yeah, yeah.
came a point in my life. I love soccer. I love soccer too. But those people don't know. It's a very
Mm.
discreet and secretive part of my life that I
Yeah.
love football to an extent where, like, I still die for soccer. If I had to get an opportunity today to go play for
Yeah.
Kaizer Chiefs, my
You're
man, I
going.
stand up. Yeah, I stand because it's my passion. But when I was pursuing my football, because I played football in Spain, I played football in Almeria in
Oh,
Spain.
okay.
Yeah,
Mm.
and the funny thing is that now, like, playing in Spain sounds like I was rich. Yeah, I just got there via opportunity. I had nothing, you know.
It was God. You just stumbled on it.
So
Mm.
when I got that
Yeah.
opportunity to play, when I got the opportunity to play soccer, I did all I could to make sure that I pursue myself. But I got all the
Okay.
opportunity. But unfortunately, because of my background and where I come from,
Yeah.
the money that I was getting in Spain was not enough to
Yeah.
supply my grandmother and my grandfather,
Yeah.
my uncles, my aunt, my
I
little
hear you.
brother, and my
Mm.
best friend Pablo to live.
Mm.
So I
Yeah.
needed to make a decision of like, do I continue with my passion, or do I take my energy and my commitment to succeed and put onto
Yeah.
something else?
Yeah.
And I was only 16 or 17 at that time, and I said to myself, you know what? I'm sorry, but I'm gonna leave soccer and I'm gonna
Mm.
go find anything that has life,
Mm.
and I'm gonna
Mm.
pursue it. And
I
then
hear.
yeah, and then that's what happened. And then boom, I bumped into forex trading. And keep in mind,
You.
that's just when I had dropped out of school. That is just I dropped out of school in grade 10. And after I
Oh,
dropped out of
okay.
yeah, so as soon as I dropped out of school, I was playing soccer. I dropped out of school
Yeah.
because of soccer, but
Yeah.
after now I left soccer, I can't go back to school now because it's 2 years
You're
later.
just like now I need to do something else. You know, I
You
need to
know. So
find
I needed to
a way.
find. I need true. So I needed to find the hustle, and yeah,
Yeah.
I found life in the most awkward way possible. You know. So yeah.
Yeah. Okay. That's great to know. And as you're saying, you're talking about money, you're talking about sustaining yourself and the people around you, you know, the people that matter to you. I want to find out how money does get to you at some point, you know. Like you said, you made your first 5 million, you're like, okay, I feel like I made it now, you know. So how do you remember to just stay level-headed, to be humble, you know? How do you keep money away? You've already explained to us though that you said that you keep money away from your friends, your family that you stay with. There's no millionaire in the house, there's no waiter. But did you ever get to a point where you're like, okay, now I've made it, and then quickly reminded yourself like, listen, stay humble, you know?
Um. Okay, I'm gonna break that down for you. But currently, like
Mhm.
this new, not new, but this evolving and growing Ash. This one, nah, this one is not a millionaire. This one is
Yeah,
a hard worker. It's from the streets. This one, I don't care how much is in the bank. I don't care
yeah,
who. Like, I don't want to be valued of how much I stand with or whatever.
yeah.
I would never go on a live video and be like, hey, can I leave 20 million yankees? You know, I'd never do
Yeah,
that.
I
I don't
hear
think
you.
money makes me. I don't think money describes me. Money could never stand a chance when it comes to describing who I am. It does not stand an opportunity. You know, describing who I am has a lot of, like, there's just a lot of ways into just breaking down who Ash is besides just money. You know, so there's not
I
even an
hear.
opportunity. So with my money has never been a problem with me. However,
Yeah.
in the beginning, you know,
In the beginning,
yeah,
there.
it was a
Yeah.
problem. In the beginning, it was a problem because I mean,
Mm,
I'm from a poor background, so I could
mhm.
not 200,000. I just went crazy. But
You're
that
happy,
is
you know.
yeah, that is something that I had to say, sit down with myself and be
Yeah,
like, no, this is not the way. You know, this is not who I
yeah,
am. This is not what I planned. You know. But
yeah,
right now I'm okay. Right now I don't care. I work for money. I do everything for money. Trust me,
yeah,
my man.
yeah.
Like, if you tell me money, I'm there. You know. But
You're there. If
yeah,
it
when
has
it comes to
money.
like yeah, but when it comes to describing myself and being with people,
Yeah.
I'm still the child. I'm only 21. At home, I'm the youngest. I'm still a child. I still have to do what children do. You know, I don't care. And, you know,
Yeah.
whatever. Just obviously, my responsibilities have changed. So you might not find me maybe fixing the gate because I was
Yeah.
busy on I had to do something. I was in a meeting or I was trading or something. So, yeah, some things have changed in terms of commitment wise. But who I
I hear.
am has nothing to do with money. It has nothing
I
to do with cash.
I hear you.
So, yeah.
That's and I just keep saying, guys, he's being legit. This man is so humble. It's so easy to talk to him, get access to him, and
I
work with him.
appreciate it.
I want to find out what's because you're so busy in life, you know. I want to find out what's
Yeah.
the one thing you go home and you just escape to. Is it your music? Is it making music? Is it hearing your music?
Okay.
What is it?
Uh let me tell you. Recently, it's
Yeah.
been making music. Yeah, I won't lie to you. Let me not lie. Recently, it's been making music. I think I've recorded. I've recorded close to 30 songs actually. You know, so
I
it's
was
making
looking for
music.
you. I've been looking for you. I'm not finding you,
No,
especially on
I
my
haven't
page.
dropped
Can I
anything. I
please
haven't
have
dropped
you?
anything. I haven't
Yo,
dropped anything. But it's coming. It's
you're
coming.
depriving us. You're depriving us of good
It's
things.
amazing. Like the music I have. I'm not because I mean I have no vision of becoming a superstar or
Yeah, I hear.
anybody on the billboards. You know, I feel like because I want to avoid. I don't like writing. Well, I do like writing, but normally I have so much things going on in my head that if I write them down in a diary, in order to hear myself out, I have to go read the diary, and I don't want to be reading
Yeah,
something.
yeah,
So I'd rather speak it out, and then whenever
yeah.
I'm driving, I play it, and then
And it
maybe
just keeps like,
you know, for example, if I said I just want to survive and feed my own people, and I put that on a song, and
you
then I
keep hearing
play it,
it.
that
Mm.
becomes a reminder. Like, yo, the moral of the story was that it was to survive and feed my people, you know.
I
So I keep
hear you.
reminding myself, I don't make music for any. I don't want to sell. I don't want anybody. I don't even want to be credited for it. If people want to
Yeah,
have it, I might put it out for some reason, but
okay.
possibly, yeah, I just hear myself out, share
Mm.
what's in my mind, basically.
Yeah. Okay, I like that, you know, and maybe share with us because I've been looking for you because I heard a little snippet on your post, I mean, on your page, and I'm like,
Yeah,
hey, bro, where's this music, you know? Because I was like, I'm gonna drop a line and ask him if he knows it, you know?
yeah, yeah. Nah,
Yeah.
no, no. I love making music though. I've always had a passion for music. I've always imagined myself recording music. Although this is my first time, but I've always just thought of myself there, like just speaking through sound. Chief,
Yeah.
what are you
Oh,
doing? So yeah.
I love that. Yeah. So just another random question. This is my second last question.
Mm-hmm.
If you could be a fly on someone's wall, who would it be?
You wanna know?
I need to know.
Um, someone's wall. Can it be the bedroom wall? Can it
It
please be the bedroom
definitely.
wall?
That's where I want to
Uh,
be.
um, I have a lot of ambitions, but however, because I'm trying to put this on my passion, so I'd say if I could be a fly on somebody's wall, it would be two things. So I
Yeah.
have a passion. My passion is to play football, even though I might not play it, but I always love soccer. So
Mm.
the first wall I would want to be on if I was a fly is Lionel Messi's wall, right?
Oh yes, sir. Mm-hmm.
And then based on my current life right now, what I'm doing and
Yeah.
what I'm pursuing, one
Mm.
wall I'd want to be on is Warren Buffett.
Okay.
So
Okay.
Warren Buffett is somebody that I'd always love to hear him thinking, him
Mm.
snoring, even
Mm.
just in the
What he
toilet, you
does.
did.
Yeah.
Yeah, because
You want
yeah,
to see
the
him do
man,
everything.
yeah, the man is quite a phenomenal because I mean I'm just gonna share a bit about him, but just because I'm really inspired by him, you know.
Oh, definitely. Go ahead.
Yeah. So Warren Buffett is an individual that actually people don't know. He lives in a freestanding house. He's one of the
Yeah.
richest people in the world. Lives in a freestanding house, drives a bike, and lives down the road from his house. You know, from that, me I'm inspired because look at
Mm.
how many young and black entrepreneurs that only have R1 million and are living in big estates and big
Yeah.
bills are paying
Mm.
finance.
I
So
hear you.
I'm trying to say that to be successful is not to be materialistic. You don't have to show.
Yeah.
You don't have to.
Mm.
You don't have to wear that expensive jacket for 20,000
I
to
hear
say
you.
that you've
Mm.
got it. You know. So
Mm.
as much as nobody's gonna credit you because they won't see anything, you
Yeah.
have to go back to yourself every night and be like, today I did a good job and I'm proud, and then clap for
Yeah.
yourself. You know. So yeah, one
Yeah.
person I'd wanna be, I wanna be a fly on the wall in the room, not even on the wall, there by the pillow, there. Warren
Hey.
Buffett. I want
When
to
you
be
fuck
here by the
your way, you
nose.
come back.
I want
It's
to
like
be. I
you
want
come back.
that one fly like boom, 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 boom here. So yeah.
Okay, no, that's great. And my last question from me is I just need to know, forex traders, like, why do you guys paint your cars that color? Is it red? What is it? Is it like a thing? Is it what? What is it? I can't even ask.
How do I put it? I
Mm,
could say that forex, most of the forex traders,
mm,
most of them come from poor backgrounds. You know, so
mm, mm.
when we first get exposed to money,
Yeah,
it becomes overwhelming. It becomes something
mm,
like a dream come true and starstruck. You know,
yeah,
so a lot of forex traders that you see that are booming today and are making a big success today are
yeah,
just going through a phase which I normally call starstruck wealth or
yeah.
starstruck riches. So they're not
Okay.
necessarily the biggest, richest people in the world, but
Mm,
they've accumulated and made money. I don't have it. So they've made money at such a fast and an early stage of life that it becomes a bit
yeah,
overwhelming. So
yeah.
with me, I would speak for myself. I'd say the reason I have my identical green, you know, my green
Yes,
color or
sir. That
yellow lumo,
exclusive one.
it has nothing to do with what people think or what people like, but because
Yeah.
my favorite color is actually lime yellowish green. So I decided it's fine. I want to put on my cars, you know. So yeah, and then I found that as my trademark. Like if you
Mm,
know
mm.
anything green in the streets, just know it's
It's
Ash.
him. That's why I used that
Leadership.
picture. I was like, people will know this color, this car. They'll know it. They will know it.
Yeah. So I've
um,
it's that's basically something. But at the same time, that was I did that knowing exactly what I'm doing because obviously it was causing attraction. But
mm,
now obviously we have different phases of life. So now I'm in a phase of I'd say that I'm currently going through isolation. So I'm working on the next chapter of my life that forces
yeah,
me to kind of stay off the media and calculate who I interact with. As you can see, I'm sure my Instagram. You realize my Instagram posts are deleted.
You wipe them.
Yeah. So that's because I've mastered the previous level of my life. I've mastered all
Now
my
you're
wrongs. I'm
moving
not
to
saying
the next
I'm
one.
not saying I made millions or I became a billion. No, I'm saying
Yeah,
the previous level of my life I've mastered. I studied my mistakes. I studied my correct. So whatever that I'm doing now is what I was supposed to do previously. So if whatever that people see that Ash is antisocial, just know that I'm fixing a mistake I made previously because I'm
and
failing
that's
to
a
make my
lesson we
next
can
move.
all learn.
Exactly. So
Mm.
I'm not saying that I don't want to inspire the black child anymore because I care about the
Yeah,
black child. I'm
yeah,
not saying obviously a black child. I'm just obviously that includes everybody, but specifically the black child because the black
yeah,
community is the suffering community and is the most affected community, and I stand very strong for the black community. So I'm saying, if they feel like they're lacking motivation from me because I'm no more interacting, let them
yeah,
be. I hope that they are motivated by my antisocialness because
yeah.
the day I do come and be like, yo, guys, I'm back and I'm sharing more.
Yes,
It's
sir.
gonna be big, because
Yeah,
it's
just
it's
know
just
that
yeah,
now he's back and stronger,
yeah. So
and
that's
even
basically,
bigger
but
beast.
yeah, but I'm taking on my next chapter, and I'm probably on like I don't know chapter 2 of this series of my life, of this
Yeah,
current, and it's a
yeah.
movie. Yeah, it's a movie. It's a movie.
We're ready to watch it. We're ready to see it.
So yeah,
Yeah, no, that's it from my side. I asked people on my Instagram to just like ask you some questions through me.
yeah.
I'll just pick like three, but I saw a really good one here that I also wanted to ask. Twisman Fit said, in terms of dropping out of school, how did it affect you in terms of society and peers?
Yo, dropping out of school for me.
Mm,
Let me be honest with you, right?
yeah.
When I dropped out of school, I dropped out of school in the most popular and fashionable ways. So my family didn't know. So I'd wake up every morning,
Mm,
shapa uniform. I act like I'm going to school. And I did that. Let me tell you something. When you have a vision, right? When you have a vision,
nothing stops you.
is I never dropped out of school. So I don't want to mislead people. Listen, don't go now drop out of school. I don't want to mislead
Yeah.
people. I never dropped out of school with the thing of like me. I hate education. If
Mm,
anything, the only way I could do anything in trading is because of knowledge. You understand? So
yeah,
I
I hear
dropped out of
you.
school because I realized that I'm going to a school of I'm in a white school. My parents, this school fees is a lot of money, and like it's just a lot, and I could be maybe in Soweto or Komagayeng. So I realized, so I would take my school fees whenever my granny used to give me money to go pay school fees. So every month end, I went to school a whole year without going to school. When she gave me money for school fees, I take it, I put it away, and faking. I
Okay.
was faking to be going to school the whole time. So it was quite difficult. But my peers
Yeah.
didn't know I had dropped out. So I wasn't, because remember, there isn't a lot of kids that drop out of school suffers because after they drop out of school,
Yeah.
they go and they sit at the corner and then they
They
smoke
do nothing.
nyaopes and whatever.
Mm,
With me,
mm,
I had my own plan and I didn't care what people think. I
yeah,
left
I hear you.
and people never asked. And what I was doing it so well that it wasn't even
Mm.
questionable. You couldn't even be like, Ash, are you still in school? Because
Oh, what's
I
going
was
on?
never in the streets. I was never seen. I
Mm.
was always working. I was always training. I was always trying to do
Yeah.
something. Like, I used to sell fake cooks. I used to sell maguinya.
Oh, yeah.
Every single day before school, I would sell a
Mm.
bucket, 25 liters bucket full of fat cakes. I would sell them
And you
from
would sell them.
5 o'clock in the morning till 7:30. I sell them
Yeah.
every single day to make a cent. This was in primary school, like grade 6 and grade
Mm.
7, grade 8 as well. So I was never exposed to the common circumstances where people that drop out of school and the next thing they're chilling on the corner and then they are breaking into
No,
houses. And
you were
I never
pushing.
went through that. I never.
Mm.
In fact, the funniest thing is that I have no memory that
Mm.
that says to me that where I had to sit on myself and be like, yo, I can't believe I left school. Ever since
Yeah.
I left
Yeah.
school, I had been doing so much work that I did not feel the gap that I'm not at
You
school.
didn't even feel it. Yeah.
Yeah, I was just going so hard. I remember once I was selling like soccer socks. These long socks, the ones
Yes.
you wear.
Yes.
I was selling
Mm-hmm.
them
To
in
the knee.
Joburg, Cosmo. I was selling them in Joburg, Cosmo Street. The street in
Mm.
Joburg, Cosmo Street. You know,
Yes. Yes.
and then I was selling them there in between taxis, and I was saying there, 25 rand, 25 rand, red socks, 25 rand socks, you know.
You even have
I
the
know,
voice, you know.
yeah,
Yeah, that's
exactly.
the voice.
That was me, 25 rand, 25 rand, you know, 25 rand. Yeah, and I'll be like, 45 rand for you, 45 rand for you, you know. But that was, and I'll do that from after school. So obviously, after I dropped out, so I could do it. So I'll go to training in the morning. After training, I sleep in the gym a bit, and then from the gym, because the gym was free, I knew the manager, the guy who let me gym for free. I'm sorry,
Yeah,
maybe he might get fired, that guy. But yeah, you know.
but thanks.
So I used gym for free. Then I would go hustle some cash. So I would buy one pair of China Mall for like I think
Yeah,
7 rand, and I would sell them for 25 rand, you know,
yeah,
a pair. And I would be
mm,
there like everywhere, North, Brie, Dorenfontein. There's no part of Joburg I don't know. Go Brie Makala, the taxis that go to Rivoli,
yeah,
Eldorado Park,
yeah.
Soweto, Shawela, White City.
You were
I'll be
there.
there. Because Istanbul. I remember the one time
Yeah,
the socks wasn't making enough money. So I decided that
yeah,
now I'm gonna push. So training was because I used to play for Pirates Development and Augusta Palacios. Training
yeah,
was at half past 3. So school would
mm,
come out at 1. So when I dropped out of school, I would sell from
yeah,
after training at 9 o'clock with my personal training, and 9 o'clock
mm,
alone on the ground. I'd just run around, and then from 9 o'clock till half
mm,
past 2,
mm,
I'd be selling go taxi rank. And I had
yeah,
a box, do you know the egg box?
yeah, yeah,
Yeah, I had an egg box, and I'll
yeah.
I'm a stamp, sticker the stamp, that.
Inside, and you'd walk
Yeah.
around with it.
And then I'm
Mm.
there, look, going through the shop, I'm like, hey, Rivali, so this side, Rivali, stambo to
With
run,
the voice.
Yeah, like, and I always had that thing. And what I would do is, when I feel like I'm getting unattractive, I remember there's something that I've never spoke about. I would go to Brie inside. He texted, say,
Yeah,
Uncle, so wait.
yeah, mm,
And then, because I'm a very like church going person, at that time I used to go to church a lot, because I go to
yeah,
ZCC, and then I would go
mm,
like, this is actually something that I don't share because it's not that important. It's not even that big, because it's just like a part of us.
yeah,
And then I would be there
yeah.
singing there by Brie, and I'd be singing. If you know ZCC, you know a song like Kinale Modisa, Sefefusa Moya.
Okay,
So I'd be
yeah,
singing songs,
yeah,
and
yeah.
then things like that, like just singing, and then I'm like, sister, Stambo,
Mm.
2 rand 50, 2 for
Well,
4 rand, things like that.
mm,
But that wasn't something I did all the time. So I'll do it probably like twice a week, and then skip one
mm,
week, go again. So when I know which I need like
yeah,
maybe my 50 rand yan, especially when you know
I
that
need.
I have to hustle something. And then for the
Yeah,
longest time in my life, I wore small street. Small street is small street. For the longest time, I started
yeah,
buying myself clothes when I was 16. The last time my grandmother bought me clothes,
mm,
I'm sure 14. But from
yeah.
that time, I used to hustle, buy myself clothes, everything. Go small street,
It was
MX,
for you.
Nike Free,
I think
Jordan, small
I
street.
have a confession, guys. I still dress from there, you know.
You know, exactly.
Yeah, it is
So
what it is, man.
so even when now forex trading and then Instagram comes, and
Yeah,
I'm just like, okay, I mean, now people, if they see me in small street, they'll take a picture and be like, hey, this forex trader says he's a millionaire,
maybe.
but now so I was
Mm,
just like, no, besides safety wise as well, because people obviously when they see
yeah,
you, they can try hurt you. So
yeah.
I decided, no, let me move from small street and go to Mr. Price. You see?
I hear you. Mm.
And it's still the same thing. I'm sure even this jacket is Mr. Price. But yeah,
I
you
saw
know.
you standing in front of your cars, and how there Ashrus is, you know, looking like someone who's just coming to window shop, you know. I love that thing, you know. I love it. There's absolutely no need. Mm.
Yeah, yeah. What can I say? I think, yeah. Now I'm at a different phase. Like I said, I'm at a different point or different phase of my life where I don't share much. I don't share anything. I share like 5% of what I do, if not
Mm.
anything. I don't. And yeah, I just share so I can inspire. Then I say
Yeah.
some things. If you look at my statuses, um, I always speak the truth, and I always speak something that's gonna hit you. You know.
Hard.
I said, yeah, I said something yesterday, and I put something, and I said, having 5 million rand in the account is not wealth, or no, are you rich? Don't
Mm.
let being born in a poor family mess
Yeah.
up with your mindset, because
Mm.
um, any person that is exposed to wealth at a young age will tell you that 5 million rand cannot even franchise 2 McDonald's shops. Two.
Never,
Just two.
never.
It can't do
You
nothing.
know?
But yet,
Yeah.
the same 5 million rand can give you
It
a
will
rich
buy you
lifestyle.
Versace. You
Yeah, it
know?
can buy you Versace,
Yeah.
it can buy you
Mm, mm.
Gucci, it can buy you, it can even finance for you like a M8 or whatever, if it's
I
there.
hear you.
You know, it
Mm.
can finance an 8-room mansion, but it goes back to your own identity and what do you see yourself in a few years? Because remember that taking long-term decisions as under
Yeah.
temporary timetable is gonna
Yeah.
damage you in the long run. You know,
Hear
it's
you.
like
Mm.
for example, if I had to buy a Lamborghini today, if I had to buy a Lamborghini just so people can see that Ash is a big guy and is a don,
Yeah.
you know,
Yeah.
and
Mm.
that Lamborghini now, the expenses, who are they looking at? Me, you know.
You.
But
Petrol.
I mean,
You.
all my followers will respect
Yeah.
me. They will respect
Mm.
me like, yeah, this guy has a Lamborghini, but who lost 6 million to a car? Who lost
You.
6 million?
For
It's me,
people.
you know. So that's the
Mm.
very sad part. So unfortunately, as Africans and as typically strictly black Africans, we have to acknowledge that success is not material. Success is
Facts.
it's something that is obtained, and trust me, even if you lose it along the way, you can always recover. You
Definitely.
know,
You know.
because there are kids that they are born, and once they are exposed, once they grow up, they just get like the parents just buy them an M2. The parents just
Yeah.
buy them an M4. You
Yay.
know,
Yay.
and then
Dude.
what about me who's going to buy the M4 maybe through the bank or buy it cash? I must
Yeah.
suffer be competing with a child who doesn't even know how much an M4 is.
You know, trust fund babies. They haven't worked a day in their lives. You know.
You
I
understand?
hear.
So yeah, so my dream is that don't ever look down on a trans fund child because
Yeah.
their parents their parents worked hard enough. So
Worked hard.
you all you need
Mm.
to do is make sure you work 10 times harder than their parents, so your children become like
Yeah.
that child. You understand?
Definitely.
Because
Yeah. Yeah.
I was telling one of my brothers, I was telling Austin the
Mm.
other day, I'm like, one thing, let's accept it. We have failed as being a rich kid. Like we have failed as being
Yeah.
rich kids. That opportunity we have missed it. It will never happen.
But my
But
kid.
my kid,
Mm. Best
my
believe.
children, my
Best
children,
believe.
God save me.
Yeah. Mm.
Like it must be a matter
They
like
will know them. They didn't know me. They'll know them.
like I don't want my child to go through like my child must not worry whether if there's tissue in the house,
Mm.
car petrol is empty, tires are
Yeah.
finished. Like I don't want him to be thinking he must from a young age he has to be sharp. Like, Dad,
Mm.
what were you
Mm.
doing there? Dad, is that business? Dad, who is
Yeah.
this guy? You know? Like I
Yeah.
want to make sure Harry 18 fell. Million rand is a child.
You know, it's just, oh, okay. You know, it's in my
You know?
blazer that I was wearing yesterday. Go get me my million in my pocket. You know?
Exactly. I don't want them.
Yeah.
I don't want them, especially if I end up having like a daughter. I don't want her to be
Yeah.
exposed to. I want to expose her to money and wealth. So when she meets a guy, right?
Yeah.
She doesn't find money and nice cars and good lifestyle and champagnes as
It
something
mustn't
attractive.
champagne.
Yeah, she
Mm.
must find a man and be like, look, when I go ratala or 1, 2, 3, not because
Yeah.
or
You
regular
respect
Lamborghini
me. You have
or you
time for
or
me.
or
You
not
know?
because you live in a penthouse in Santen.
Yeah. Yeah. I hear you.
Yeah. So that's my dream. I pray that I have a daughter though. I want 2 children, 2 or 3.
Yeah.
I pray that I have a daughter because
Mm.
I want my daughter to be the greatest example of the female life. That's
Yeah.
my
No?
dream. Yeah, I want to be like, hey, Mare,
Yeah.
what do you think that ladies need to do in order to see themselves as rich as men? Because men are the dominant in our current time, which
Yeah.
is a
Yeah.
bad thing. And
Mm.
I don't want to be like, no, ladies must do this. I don't want to be like, ladies must do this. I just be like, you want to know? Ask my daughter. Give her a call.
She'll tell you. She'll tell
Yeah,
you everything.
she will tell you exactly that
Mm.
that's my dream. That obviously I don't know if I'm gonna have girls, but yeah, that's just a dream. That's just a
We're
dream.
speaking it into existence. Girls are coming your way.
Yeah. So yeah.
Yeah, the other question was, I mean, you've answered quite a lot of them.
Mm-hmm.
Someone asked, what advice do you have for upcoming traders?
Okay, I'm gonna be as naked as I can about this one. Upcoming
Yeah,
traders, understand that trading is like any other industries, like golf, football, being a lawyer, being a doctor. There's
mm-hmm.
no this thing. If you're planning on dropping out of school, for this thing. Don't think you wanna come here and invest less time. Trust me, a lot of time
Yeah.
goes into trading.
Mm.
It's another profession, it's another career. So don't
I
take it
hear you.
lightly. And
It's not a side
first of all,
hustle.
don't don't
Mm.
don't let the dreams that are sold on the internet mislead you. Dreams of lives in the clubs and buying alcohol and buying fancy clothes and buying cars with things like that.
Yeah.
Don't let that mislead you, because trap. And I suffered because of that trap,
Yeah.
and I learned the hard way because of that trap. And
Yeah.
thank God that I didn't fall down and lose everything. So I don't want you
Mm.
to go through that. Don't
Yeah.
consider trading like owning a spaza shop. Make your
Yeah.
money. You've seen how our African brothers, like the Pakistan people from East
Yeah.
Africa, what they do. Those
Mm.
people have money, but they drive a Tata and then they stay
We
in
were
that
talking
spaza.
about this yesterday with my siblings. We're like, guys, we need to look at these people. Literally, they bank their money every single
That's
day,
the future
get
of
into a
Africa.
bag.
That's the future of Africa. The future of Africa
Yeah.
lies in Africans. African
Mm.
people need to change their mindset, because
That's
the Western life has made us believe that in order to seem successful, we have to be flashy. The future of
mm.
Africa lies in its dignity and the people that believe that success is not seen through materials and what you
Yeah.
have and how you speak. I don't
Yeah.
have to know English to be the greatest. I don't care.
There you have it.
Somehow, okay, so fortunately, I can speak English and I can be like, hi, hi. But I didn't care even,
If you had
and
it
things
or
like
if
that.
you didn't.
Yeah. So the future of Africa lies, exactly, the future of Africa lies in its dignity. So if
Yeah.
I wish I was from East Africa, but I'm from South Africa. I'm proud of
Mm.
it, and
Yeah.
I'm gonna
Yeah.
take that. I'm gonna take that energy that is shared all over South and Western Africa. That
Mm.
and I'm trying to bring it down and probably try empower as much people as I can and share with as much people as I can and say, look, my friend, you can have 10 million and drive a Corolla Quest. It's fine.
Mm.
I'll show
Mm.
it.
It's
You know,
okay. You've
it's
got money
okay.
in
Like
abundance.
you,
Yeah.
you don't need to be in an estate, man. Just
No, it's
buy
it's
yourself
really
a simple.
okay.
Yeah, golf five
Yeah.
nyana. Tara Zagaya how take your 10 million, open businesses, continue with whatever you're doing. I'll show it. I can't get you from your A to B. And
Yeah.
I'm not saying this from perfection side. I'm saying this
Mm.
because even I myself, I'm still going through that phase. I'm still fighting that battle of, like, when I
Of
walk,
learning.
when I
Mm.
drive past Audi the shop and I see a
You
R8,
stay away from it.
and I'm like, "Er, Kenyaga," I wonder, like, you don't know, even Austin knows. He knows
Mm-mm.
how badly I want. He knows how badly I want a R8,
Mm.
and things like that. He knows how badly I want a R8, but I just have to hold myself back.
You're like, hey, I
You know,
can't.
I'm always just holding myself back and be like, I know my
Uh,
direction and where I'm going.
I hear you. Mm.
So yeah, but
Um,
yeah, that's basically, yeah.
Thank you so much for your time, dude. You're full of wisdom. And remember that screenshot I sent you? No, they weren't lying. They were not lying.
Nah,
You
it's
fed
it's
me.
it's
I'm pretty sure you fed someone else. And just hearing you speak, man, listen. I just realized how you made certain sacrifices to get to where you are. Things I didn't even know you did. And even in those little things of selling socks, you perfected your skill. You mastered your skill. I love that, man. That's something I've taken away from
I'm
this, that even in the smallest things, perfect them, do them to perfection,
I appreciate it. I
Yeah.
appreciate it. I'm still yet. I always say to everyone, even to Pablo,
Mm.
to my little brother, and even to
Yeah.
myself in my prayers, and I say to myself,
Mm.
I'm still yet to witness the person that I see in my mind. I don't
Yeah.
think I've seen the person. I don't think I'm an inch close, but I'm still yet
Mm.
to witness. When I say the word leadership behind Monhla, leadership,
Yeah.
leadership does not mean supremacy, or does not mean president,
Mm.
does not mean the biggest king. Leadership means that be in a circle, right? And
Yeah.
whoever that does not believe that they can be powerful, if
Mm.
if if Austin, for example, does not say that, believe that he can be as influential or as powerful or as successful as he can be,
Mm.
and you feel like, and I feel like I can be successful, I need to drag him and put him to my shoulders and grab him by
Yeah.
the clothes and be like, listen, you and I are the same. You
Get it
can do
together.
this.
Yeah.
There's nothing wrong. I'll show it. You're not lacking anything. You know.
Mm. Love it. Mm.
So yeah, yeah, that's basically what I believe. I believe I'm still yet to witness. I'm still yet to witness. I'm still yet. Just tell them we're having an interview. So yeah.
A beast.
Yeah, the problem here. It's tough. Yeah, but anyway, I'm still here to witness the greater me. I believe there is, you know, and I'm
Something
still here
good
to
to come,
witness
man.
my peers. I'm still here to witness that my peers' greater selves. Like, I want to see my uncle become the greatest version of himself.
I love
You know,
someone who wants to see everyone
yeah.
win.
I,
That is
let
such
me,
a rare trait.
yeah. Let me tell you where my success lies. Let me tell
Yeah.
you my success lies in seeing other people succeed.
Mm.
That's all. Especially the
Nah.
people that I'm with. So the
Mm.
people that are in my circle, those are my success story. The day that I
Yeah.
hear them that they all have made it, that is when I know that God has
Then you're
answered my
good.
prayers,
Mm, mm.
and that's where blessings lie.
Wishing someone else well. Do you hear it, guys?
So, like my man, like there's no way God will not. If you don't wish other people to do good,
Yeah.
who are you? You know, it will
Yeah.
never work.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Thank you so much for your time, man. Thank you so much.
No, no problem. I appreciate the time though.
All
I had to do this, but I appreciate the time. I appreciate
right.
it.
It was great chatting to you.
Okay, no problem. I'm gonna jump off now though.
All right.
Yeah, I'm actually at my uncle's 30 something birthday. I don't know if I hope he doesn't watch this live. I'm actually at my uncle's 30 something birthday,
Hey, Uncle, forgive
and
us.
we just had a small family gathering of like 10 people. Nyana, so let me
Yeah,
just go
man.
and say
Enjoy
birthday to
that.
him.
Enjoy.
Okay, no, thanks. I appreciate it. Huh?
All right. Bye.
Okay, bye.
Okay, guys, that's it from this video. We are done. I'm going to save it. I'll have it up on my page as an IGTV video as well. Whoever missed it will get to watch it. I really hope you guys. Sorry, my dad called me. I really hope you guys enjoyed this video. I saw Hakaki saying to Ashrus, you gained a follower when Monhla. Don't even know about you. The talk did the things. I'm great. You guys learned a couple of things. I also took a couple of things from it. And bye, guys, and good night. Thank you for watching and tuning in.